Okay, guys, just a quick update to start off the week for LOOMX. This is a brand new platform we jumped into just a couple of days ago. It does pay out 7 days a week. And yeah, we'll take a look at the $10,000 deposit I put into this sub account. We'll take a quick look at it. One of the things that I do like about it is we can actually see the bot, the arbitrage bot working. And if we click on the transaction hash, it does take us over and we can see all the trades happening on chain, which is pretty cool. If you're in my Telegram, that I have posted some videos of uh, teams and meetings that are taking place in Asia, specifically the Malaysian market. I think I posted one on the Indian market as well. There's offices already in China, so this is really taking off in the Asian market, and yeah, it's doing its thing. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you decide to jump into anything in the crypto space, just know that there is risk involved. Okay. So if you're going to get in, do your own research and due diligence. And only if you're okay with the risk, you should only be putting in funds you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So real quick before I show you the bot here, I did do a video last week on the compensation plan. We'll do a deeper dive into the comp plan as we see it working in real time, but based on that document, which I believe I did post inside of my Telegram. If you need that document, just hit me up. I'll send it over to you. But in that document, it's volume based. You move through the different ranks based on the volume in your team outside of your biggest leg. Okay, outside of your biggest leg, which to me, it's a to me it makes it more sustainable, right? Because they're not paying out on your entire team. Of course, we would like to it for it to pay on our entire team, right? But I'd rather get paid outside of our biggest leg and have this thing run for a longer time because I like platforms that run for a long time. It's just we've been able to make more money with it the longer it runs. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? So it's volume based, and again, based on your rank, you can earn up to 80% match. Let me say that again. You can earn up to 80% match on your team members' passive income. So we've been in platforms before that had a similar comp plan, right? Um, where our daily income would explode and go through the roof because not only were we getting paid on our deposits, we were getting paid on match on everyone's income inside of our team. And we were doing well. It ran for a certain amount of time, but again, I think one of the reasons why it didn't sustain itself for a longer term than that was because it was way too aggressive on the payouts. And again, I like aggressive payouts, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind a platform putting guardrails in place to scale it back a little bit in exchange for being able to run for a long time. So again, we'll do a deeper dive into the comp plan. If you missed that comp plan video, go ahead and check it out. It's on our channel. We do talk about that. And then as far as the passive side is concerned, you can earn, right? I'll show you here, how you can earn. But you do get your capital back at the end of your staking period. So you can stake for as short as 7 days and for as long as 360 days. And at the end of the staking period, you do get your capital back. Now, the cool thing about this is it's not fully locked. We've been at platforms where you stake for 360 days, it's fully locked and you don't get your funds back. Here, if you hit the 50% period, the 50% mark, right, staking of your staking period, you can pull 50% of your capital back. So, for example, for easy math, you put in 10K. Let's say you lock it for 360 days. At the 180-day mark, which is half of the 360-day mark, you can pull 5K out, right? Half of your capital. So they have that. So they have that little bit of flexibility in there. Anyway, let's take a look here, right? Again, it's USDT in, USDT out, another thing that I like about it. Again, we've been in platforms where you put USDT in and then you get paid out in, a native token. Again, I'm not throwing shade at platforms that pay out in native tokens. Those are fun too, right? I mean, because you can make a lot of money, especially when it's going through the roof. But the downside of that is you need to find a way to, swap it out for USDT because you don't want to be holding a bunch of native tokens long term. You want USDT, something you can cash out with, right? So unlike other platforms that force us to get paid in a native token where we had to get, we had to, send it somewhere, swap it out for another token, and then eventually for several transactions, swap it out for USDT that we can withdraw to our wallet. This is USDT in and out. So you put in USDT, and then every time you have $5 balance, anytime you have over a $5 balance, it'll automatically send it to your wallet in USDT. So you don't have to withdraw, right? So it's almost like forced withdrawals, which is another thing I like about it. It's forced withdrawals. People can't just compound, compound, compound. Compounding is good, don't get me wrong, because you can really grow your account pretty fast, but it forces you to, withdraw and take profit almost, right? Which is what you're supposed to be doing with these platforms. But anyway, we put in this sub account, we put in over 10K, right? We don't have a team on this account. Let's see here. Here's the bot doing its thing, right? So you can see here, it says here the LOOMX arbitrage bot, right? And then you can see here the info right on the trade. This one is selling. I think it's selling, selling into USDT. You can see all this. It does move pretty quick, right? And then it has the transaction hash. Let me see if I can scroll up here. Okay, so this is a trade here, and then it just kind of scrolls up. It scrolls up with the different trades, but here it is, another one. But let me go back up here. I wanted to click on this okay, see now it's moving. I wanted to click on this transaction hash. All right, let me just click on this one. Oh, let's click on this one. This is the next trade, right? So it takes us over to okx.com. And then you can look at this and, check this out for yourself, right? Let's see here. Click on this one. Or was this the same one? This might have been the same one. I'm not sure. Explorer, Solana. You can see the trade here. There's the timestamp, signature, timestamp, confirmation status. Let's see here. So you can check this out for yourself. I'm kind of showing you where you can find it. Then here, you can click on orders. You can see the order that you put in. I put in 10,000 in this account, and you can see here we've already earned $534 right in the last couple of days, 6 days, 5.34%. So again, it does fluctuate the payout. Like in this one, I think the payout is anywhere from 1.74%, 1.04% to 1.44%. So it does fluctuate, right? And you can see all your trades. Now you could have multiple trades in one account. Each one will have its own separate time clock, because again, there's a time clock there for you to be able to pull 50% of your funds out if you want to do that, or keep it in. It's totally up to you. The only plan that doesn't have that is a 7-day plan. So here we can look at the contracts. Here, this is the 7-day plan. As you can see here, it doesn't have that feature of being able to pull out at the 50% mark. But it's only 7 days, so just wait a couple of days and we're to pull all of it out. So here, this is all of them is $100. Right here, you have the 30-day, right? Here you have the 90-day, the 180-day, and then the 360 days, which what I went in. This is 1.3, it says 1.3 to 1.8, but again, it's 80 to 20% split. So you get 80% of it. That's where I get the 1.04 to 1.44% per day. But yeah, this thing just started. It's like it's probably like, if I had to guess, like 3 weeks old. It's not even, I don't even think it's a month old yet, but it's really picking up traction in the Asian market. So we'll see what happens here. If you like to get into new platforms like myself, this is something definitely you want to, check out. There's like I've said before, anytime there's a community behind something, it usually does well. And it certainly looks like there's leaders in the Asian market, building this thing. There's already offices for this. So we'll see what happens. I like to get in things early. Okay, obviously you take on the most risks. It's not proven yet, but if it runs for a long time, you hit your break-even point, and then you have a longer time to just be in profit mode, right? Profit mode. So Yeah, LOOMX looks pretty good. Check it out. Again, we'll do a deeper dive into the details on another video. Just wanted to do a quick update just to kind of show you a little bit about how it works because I have been getting a lot of questions about this, and there are a lot of people excited about this platform. So check this one out, guys. It's called LOOMX, brand new to the space, brand new to our channel, and I will leave a link down below. Again, USDT in. USDT out. I put in USDT BEP20, but I think there's other options you can put in USDT TRC20. I believe you can also put in USDT on Solana. There's also an option for USDT on ERC20, which I probably would not recommend because the fees on Ethereum are quite high. And if you're getting a lot of these, every time there's $5, it's sending it out to your wallet. All these different transactions, you're getting multiple transactions throughout the day. Your fees will be, quite high. So probably skip the Ethereum. But again, that's just me. I went in with USDT BSC. So anyway, check this out. It's called LOOMX, and again, we'll talk more about this moving forward. We'll give you updates, give you our progress, our journey, et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. As always, risk capital only. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.